Okay, and we're back with Bioshock 2. Glad to see that you guys have been chatting away. I always do love to see some good discussion. You got some good points as well. The final boss in a shooter is a bit of a difficult one. Other bosses can be quite decent with that. 3D Zelda's most die in 3 hits. We need to expose a weak point. Yeah, and they also, a lot of the time, utilize some new mechanic that you've just earned while doing whatever dungeon, which is a bit difficult for a shooter. Alright. Ooh, we might be... Hmm. Okay. Crank the lighting and, it's not helped on the preview there. We might have some problems. But, one thing I'm very excited for, Bioshock 2, it has one of my favourite characters in the franchise. Look forward to meeting him. Let us begin. "1958, this is where it all went to shit." You pass it, just with the game fundamentals. I mean, yeah, I know the feeling.
Look, Daddy, it's you.
Aww. You precious. So, interesting thing, they changed the design for the little sisters so they're like cuter now. They're like less creepy. Apparently the reasoning for that was, we are now playing as a Big Daddy, as you can see here. So naturally the Big Daddy would perceive the little sisters to be more appealing visually. You know, as part of that, like, protective instinct. Work fast.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
Barge into a high society party. Don't mind me.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger than hard!
Fucking sourced on. I love
Get out of here!
how fucking brave are these guys that they decide to come at a Big Daddy with a Flips Jello.
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet.
This is a bit difficult. So, this is Sophia Lamb, and she's going to be our villain for the game.
Place it against your head. Fire.
And out. At this point in the game, Big Daddies weren't as known infamous as they are during the game, because you're one of the first. Yes, that's true. We are Subject Delta. We are one of the first Big Daddies, and somehow that means brain small, able to dodge. Head empty, nothing to hit. It's about bravery, more about non. Oh, that's true. That's true. But still, a giant man in a diving suit with a drill arm.
Can you hear me?
Awaken a decade later. Eve! So, immediately, there's something very different going. That we now get to appreciate just how far Rapture has fallen in the time. We get a biblical quote scrawled on the wall. There's coral growing out of everywhere, and the dilapidation is worse than ever. But I just want to talk about Sophia for a bit. There's going to be a lot to talk about with her, because she's very interesting as a villain, but she's just not quite as well written as Ryan was. So we'll explore that once we get to know her motivations. I don't think that anything that's tall and wide with a drill for a hand and can hop a railing in the armour of 3 sedans should be held in cautious regard. Yeah, because, like, Delta came in hot, fucking flattened that guy. Like... Alright, let's begin. Huge memorial wall. Oh, something that you guys didn't see during the BRB screen was the little company idents. This game is made by Digital Extremes, them of Warframe fame. Bye. Bye. War, don't underestimate bravery. False or not that a gun can give. That's very true. Wait, is this the... No, because there wasn't the fountain in the middle. Alright. Two to smash. Listen to that 2-stroke roar. Ah. Hey there, babe. So now... That was the mascot of this game. That is the Big Sister. We'll be seeing more of them later, but they are a very fun addition.
I need this. Do you hear me?
Smith therapies.
You did the
Oh.
family a service, dying.
Sorry, what was that about dying? So, we... Beans, nice. If we look a bit closer... Oh, I can't. Ah! Look for codes to unlock doors. 451 in reverse. And I like this. If you have the code, then it just writes it down for you. It's greatly appreciated. But you have been unfortunately steamed to death. Or don't have you been to death. Fuel.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily
Full of steam dollars and bandages. Probably quite mushy at this point. Should we turn on the subtitles? I'm sorry, I can't hear you without subtitles. And I won't put up subs. I won't put art subtitles. Good options. Bandages are probably cleaner than ever. No, if they've been steamed, then they are probably actually kind of rotten at this point. Ching. So I have a bit of beef here You don't need to tell me, game, I know. So, this intro is just not as strong as... Ow. Right. Chunk. We've got that. B. Fine. Grit those teeth. You're a big boy. If Jack could take it, so could you. Woof.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better.
Oh, goodbye.
Daddy!
So now, here is the first really big change. Is now we can just hot use any two things at the same time. Oh, today. So we can just have the drill at the ready and the plasmid. We don't need to swap. So we're going to turn up the gameplay options. I'm going to turn up the helmet. It's a little bit annoying. There we go, customize controls. Sensitivity just a little. It's a bit too high. There we go.
Darling, we need
I
more
sneak
of
up on
these
you
for
with
the
all this
show.
clobber on.
The cause has no...
Thought. It doesn't seem safe to have a diesel two-stroke generator right here next to the frigging pool. Oh,
At last, a
Beef.
signal.
Oh,
You
hey, Tenenbaum,
who
you're not
are
dead.
bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express
This game
train
works into a
station.
weird new world, so is your character. This game, not really, because your character is part of the world, and your reasons for doing stuff is more primal. Not as much with a plan. Atlas was the plan. Yeah, but also that plan was a lie. Whereas this, it's just like we're just kind of waking up in the middle of it. I guess it just because it just doesn't have like the same amount of awe as the first game.
Lesson 1.
Big K.
Rock
O'Malley.
jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead
Right, mate.
generator with a direct spark, but clear
Working.
the gases out
Yeah,
of
got
the
your
pool
rivet gun.
first. Scares these rich pricks to
Cool,
watch
you
a
actually
organ
watched the
stick
leak
hurling
start.
thunderbolts. You follow me?
Haven't had a taste of Adam in weeks. I don't need
Zach.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Remember, we're a family. That means I get to abuse you as much as I like.
Some ungrateful.
Oh, yeah, mate. I'm liking the drill a lot more than the wrench already. Also, care about your daughter, little sisters, but isn't immediately relatable as trying to survive. Wasn't build up enough. We get one cutscene. That's it. Yeah, you know what would have been good is to have this whole prologue chapter be set in 1958, where you get to see Rapture at its prime, and then you have that big fight at the end, and it's just a sort of objective survive thing, you know, supposed to lose fight, and then you die, and then you wake up and the game begins proper.
To my daughter, Eleanor.
See what
Soon
Sophia's got to
you will
say.
be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor. Yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
So this is cool. I like this idea that Sophia is... Okay, I'm going to stop this because it's getting on my nerves. But I like this touch that Sophia is a revolutionary. She's a communist. And she has come to... The chat's moving. Build it up a bit like you did with The Last of Us and then brutally take your little sister away. Yes! Yes, absolutely. Self-care, good idea. Stretch, stretch. But yeah, so Sophia is a communist who has come to Rapture. That's cool. The problem is she's a huge bitch, and I fucking hate her. Like, on a personal level. But that's good for a villain. But the problem is she's not interesting. She's just like, I'm going to dupe everyone into working for the, quote, common goal, which just so happens to be whatever I want at the time. But that would be really interesting if she was like... you know, a tin pot dictator. It was a wild ride. Yeah, I've said get your games journalism hat because there's going to be a lot to talk about.
No more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
I mean, this works because Rapture's a failed capitalist dream, but she doesn't feel bad. She doesn't feel too bad or impact with Metamax or Ryan. Yeah!
Far beyond your means.
Alright, the river gun. This thing is going to form our pistol for much of the game's runtime. To fill up with Eve, gum yourself in the wrist with this hypodermic as big as your finger. We were going to stop the job from opening upwards. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, it's a good game with its problems, and that's why I find it so interesting. That's why I find it so compelling to talk about.
Barely made it down alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy
Sections I
too.
wish they were optional. Yeah, we'll get to them when we get to them. Wellness station, free first aid kit with your paid appointments. Once again, we get to see just how much of a mess Rapture was. Disturb the sisters. Oh hey, hey kiddo, how you doing?
Sister doesn't want you playing with me.
Hey. Ow. Oh, I'm fumbling this really badly. Oh, they changed the controls. Oh, no, that's good. That's muscle memory. Damn. Oh, okay. Right, little sister. There's no. I don't think there's any big daddies in this game.
Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people.
Not that I remember.
Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Again, like, they called it Big Sister. That would have been really... I don't think they do, but that would have been really interesting if they had turned that into a sort of Big Brother, you know, authoritarian
Diane insisted that we spend
kind of
a
deal.
weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
You won't have time to wait until the new year, my friend. Also, Wish Lamb got more of a build-up on how she got into power. There was more dismantling her position within the Rapture ecosystem. Also, unlike Atlas, the big sister actually is actually interesting because of its rapid movement at large leaps, making it a lot different from other things that you fight. You can't just stay still and fire a gun in the same direction. She moves and messes with you. Yeah, she's got command grabs as well, if you spotted that. If they'd done something like that with Atlas. Interesting, I would say from a battle mechanic point of view. Yeah. Also, I really like the design of the Big Sisters, that they have these like really big heads. It makes them look very alien. But, so she says in that first, born in the womb of the ocean. But she says in that beginning that she's a social psychiatrist, which sounds a bit, you know, wanky. Oh, there she is. Oh boy. Brace. You died. But also, we saw that picture earlier that, whew. Okay, we're good. We saw that picture earlier of Eleanor standing shoulder to shoulder with Cohen and
In that
Tenenbaum,
suit,
so,
even the ocean cannot harm you.
you know, she
This
was
is
really
good.
around and doing
But
stuff
Rapture is the death of
during
many great men.
Right, Rapture.
Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train
Hey,
station.
big guy.
Find me
Ooh,
there.
you're new. You got the crazy rocket launcher, I remember now. Yeah. Oh, wow. He's got like a big get behind me animation. I don't know what you can actually find atom slugs. Oh, I didn't actually know that. keep an eye out. They glow red, don't they? Should... Every second section where there are some. Yeah, was that a toilet? Yeah, there's a toilet. Where the hell did that end up down here? Yeah, keep an eye out. We get the big reveal of Rapture. Welcome to Rapture, your beautiful city. Yeah, this is cool, is that we get to see Rapture flaking apart before our very eyes. Wish this was the first thing you saw after reviving. Yeah. Okay. More like headcanonry. So, you start the game, you're in Rapture, like during its prime. You have that whole section, like prologue section, looking after Eleanor. You have the objective survive bit where you die and where Sophia, like, mind whammies you. And then you wake up in, like, in the ocean. That would be cool. And you get to see ruined Rapture. Right, the Atlantic Express. There's, if I remember right, there's actually a pretty fun explanation here about why we get to see certain chunks of Rapture that we didn't get to see the first time.
Ah, Herr Delta.
You
arrive
at
as the little one
yeah,
said
that
you
would be
would.
pretty cool.
Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Okay. Full on rivet ammunition. Deal with gold when you get to the city.
Come on.
Yeah, it's weird that we thought of that so easily, you know? Hey Bioshock, give me the brainworms. Happy to provide. Safety now. The friggin' 50s. Hey buddy. Oh.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
Close the door in my face. So, now we have the remote hack tool. We thankfully don't have to play Pipe Dream anymore. So we hack a machine, press X to stop the needle in the green section. White will give you a nasty shock. Go! Proximity hack by just approaching some stuff. Oh, nice. I just did that reflexively. Hack security box. A friendly will attack your enemies. Get a blue bonus to improve their damage. Nice. Now I have a upgraded security bot. Zoop, 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 zoop. Run around. Where the hell are you? Oh! Oh, I see circles. Quick melee. Okay, I need to change my mindset to in the mindset of having like my super late game loadout.
Remember, we reject the gene.
We reject the self.
Get to see.
We
There we
reject
go.
the
You look a bit
tyrant.
closer at these guys because it's been another 10 years. These dudes are all fucked up. Here we go.
I'm
Oh,
told
it's
that the
this one.
people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the checkup police vanishing them in the night? Regardless, this Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner.
So, fun fact that I didn't mention before, Ryan is Russian. He's not American. And the reason why he brings this up is because when he was a child, he watched his father get killed by the NKVD when he was escaping Soviet Russia, like right in the middle of the revolution. Big text break. It started you in the sunken remains of where the Vita chambers were made, because your Delta is still locked onto that old system. You get to the city, your first goal becomes to reconnect yourself to the new Vita chamber system. As that happens, its bearing and overall goal gets revealed. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I can dig that. Yes. And it's the end of the self. So this is where we get to the real weirdness of what Sophia believes. That she is very much into the, like, zero identity flavour of collectivism. Which, again, you could have made it really interesting if this was like a sort of jab at, like, Stalinist communism. It's like, oh, it's all for the good of the community, and the community is whatever I say it is. Then Sophia's just kind of weird.
That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived,
More set up
but
in the
your
previous
suffering
game.
is
I
over
mean,
now. These men will ease your burden.
It's difficult
Please understand that, like all I
because
have done,
they
this
probably weren't
is an
like
act of love.
expecting there to be a sequel.
It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
How the hell do I get out? I'm on fire. Ow. Bloody hell. So I just fell 20 friggin' feet after getting set on fire. In the water again. Man, this game... I do not remember this game going from, like, 0 to 100 and back again so fast.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Because apparently we had Wi-Fi in 58, wireless. Oh yeah, does this game... No, it doesn't. Okay. It's Infinite that has the floor arrows. Administrative storage. Where's the audio log? Worked a bit too much on the personal connection between Delta and Lamb, but that wasn't set up enough. Yeah, that tracks. Because Ryan was a purely ideological villain.
Careful, security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
Nope. There we go. Get 'em, boys!
Huh? Must have been an echo. Hey!
gonna loot this room while.
No!
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna loot this place while my security bots do all the work. I'm constantly set up as a ploy like Fontaine, set up as a big arsehole that ruined everything even though Frank pulled his fair share of strings. Yeah, very true. Doing intro only in the gut. Oh man, I cannot wait until we there's a certain thing that I want to unlock for the drill, and the sooner I can, the better. Hi guys, don't mind me. But yeah, there's Ow.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that
Shit,
again.
right, why are these people attacking me?
This
Right.
plasmid is
Why is
for
that
you.
sandwich red?
If I'm right,
Why
you
is
can
this sandwich
use
red?
it now. Please, find me.
Use it now. Or now. Telekinesis. Stuff. Oh, we get a little video again.
Throw objects at foes.
It's
You
the same
can
video.
even catch grenades and throw them back.
Oh, can only hold 5 hypos this time. Oh! Oh, I see, this is... telekinesis practice. Around here. But yeah, I think the key bit for me is that there we go.
Nuts. We saved a whole kindergarten full of cutes.
But yeah, I feel like Sophia could have been set up more as a ideological villain. Because if you're going to set her up as a what do you call it? A personal villain. The problem is that Delta has no personality. He's basically a gorilla. Like, no offense to present company, of course, Monkey, if you're still here. But yeah, like. Delta's just a beast. He doesn't have a personality, so he doesn't have a personal villainy to have. Landing caused Rapture to be shit. She just capitalised on its fall, but it feels like she planned that much more like an opportunist. Yes, like well, we found that what do you call it? Audio log not that long ago with her saying, you know, be patient and we'll be able to take over Rapture and turn it into a communist utopia. And this is the audio log that I like, where they're talking about
no Rapture
why we get
without
to see
me.
more of the city.
No city without the Atlantic
Oh, hi, Steve
Express.
Blum.
Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach. But these days, personal bathyspheres are all the rage. My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now. And the city's just left me behind. Plenty of cash in the bank, though. This private vehicle craze will blow over soon.
Ever did. Dosh, dosh, dosh. But yeah, that's a good little touch of saying, you know, this is why we get to see different parts of the city now, because we're using the rail system that we didn't before.
These people are
Also, good
hooked
touch.
on some
Mark
kind of
Meltzer, his
genetic wonder drug
logs are
called
all more modern, so
Adam.
his picture's in colour.
I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this.
Also didn't really have a personality, he was just a puppet for most of the
took
game.
off like hell on wheels.
Only getting rid of his strings
Sounded
later.
like a
You
kid.
are a beast, but you're making your own choices,
girl.
not getting manipulated or
Cindy's
tricked
alive.
because of
I know it in my gut.
what you do or need to feels a tad random. Yeah, but like, that's what I mean is that why Ryan worked a lot better, because Ryan was an ideological villain, so it doesn't matter that Jack doesn't have a personality, you know? Because Ryan's beliefs alone make him a threat. It doesn't matter that, you know, you and him have beef at all. Okay, I'm going in circles here. Do I have a map? I do have a map. Cafeteria. Let's go to the cafeteria. Direction is not random. I mean, either way, still works. Coke. Ammunition. Somebody brooding in the distance.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
What did Sophia say? What does that mean? Shops. Oh, or not, I guess. Hey.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you.
Is that out somehow?
Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Yank. I can't reload my...
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Yeah.
In ethical
Piling on the audio
psychiatry,
logs thick and
we
fast
must
here.
account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos. All responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited
Why
me
is this
here.
security
They
box still
mistake
hanging
my
with me?
study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
Attack one of these bad boys. Ryan exerts his personality over every facet of Rapture. All Lamb can do is come up with some of it with their own paint. He doesn't really have that much paint and isn't blending too well. What she does, does have is trying to exert on you through dialogue, but Ryan exerts it through everything. That what you say there about covering it with her pain, if they had really leaned into that and been like, and leaned into like, Sophia being like just a tin pot populist leader, I think that would have been very strong. Petrol. Got the money, spend it. Could have oh, hello. You're back. I sworn that those books like spelled something. Obviously. Hey.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
They even move like warframes.
Where's my mark?
Probably be using my powers. These guys are actually taking cover. Alright. In cover. Everything's fine. There we go. Sit down. Appreciate that the camera was being very forgiving. They keep trying to free stuff. They keep trying to use this one, so I'm gonna begin. Shit. But yeah, I feel that's my thinking for Thea, is that they should have made her a much more... you just made a terrible mistake. Enjoy the drones. But they should have made her much more of an ideological rival to match Riot. Because making them personal with Delta just doesn't really work.
Here is what the children tell me.
You
are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in the rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
Yeah, so that's our setup, is we need to save Eleanor because the fail-safe that's built into the Big Daddies is slowly killing us. Hi, buddy. Oh, you fucked up belly. Oh, hi. Pyramids will never fire against you. Okay, so I can... What? Nice. But yeah, I think the best thing for that would have been to make her kind of a populist, where what she actually believes is almost irrelevant in the face of, you know, I want to sit in the big chair.
Dr. Siu Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program, but I'm gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again,
but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight. Like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant.
Should have been set up way more strongly. It's very easy to miss to undo it.
An unbreakable physiological bond.
Wait. Dying. You need anything? No. I like that, just drop. Yeah, I feel like there could have been a lot more done with Sophia.
Who's there?
Oh, the ticket booth. We finally actually get to see Tenenbaum face to face.
This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something, and I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins, and the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind that mask hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
Lamb will take this place apart to fight you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
Alright, it's a fight. Ooh. Run with that, friend. Yeah, that you raise a good point there. That's kind of like my thesis on much of the game is that gameplay-wise, this game's actually better than the original. Like the combat's snappier, it feels better, but just the first one was written so well. Ryan is such a good villain that this game just doesn't hold up quite so good. But that's, like I said before, that's why I find it so fascinating to talk about.
Thank you.
Oh,
Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Eleanor.
My favourite.
Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, Sport, Esquire. Old Tenenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Eleanor Lamb.
He's so good.
I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
Sinclair is fantastic. I absolutely love his voice. What the game does well and more background and feeling stuff, but the story is just below the first game and also the next game. Yeah, I think because Ken Levine wasn't involved in this one. At least I don't think.
Sophia Lamb has taken the Rapture and is responsible for stealing children from the surface. Her splicers destroyed my submersible and forced me to run. But the ticket booth here is secure, and though I cannot trust him, Sinclair is a valuable ally. I have already rescued a few of the new little ones from Lamb. They all want to know how we will get home. I wish I had the right words for them.
How are we doing for time? Yeah, we're doing well. I love this player. We're going to get to hear a lot out of him. It's lovely Louisiana, smooth talking kind of thing going on. To this music a bit. Okay. Hey, I pressed the button. And you crash on me. There we go. This game had a world build for the story. This one, the story to put into the world.
Whoa there! Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
I do declare I do not wish to dash myself against the stones.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
Oh, I like the touch that it just says, yeah, you can turn off the pointing arrow if you want. I'm going to keep it on for the time being because I get lost in this game a lot. So fun fact, actually, Sinclair was actually mentioned in the first game. There were a couple of, I nearly said songs, a couple of shops with Sinclair's name on them. Beads. Yeah. You cannot hold a lot of ammunition, huh?
Eleanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save.
The absolute disconnect between Sophia and Eleanor.
Marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe.
Perfect.
Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
It's open. It's right there. Boy, this is... okay. This map is involved.
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3.
Half price for children under 3. Not free for children under 3. I don't think a child under 3 is really going to appreciate. Alright, I'll find myself a ticket before I go anywhere. Power to the people station. Here we go. Is spin a better tax. Incoming projectiles will be reflected back at the attacker while the Drin is spilling. Drin is spilling. Yes, that's what I said. Rivet gun. Okay, that's just damage. Both. Oh, you must have both previous. Okay. May ignite living creatures on repeated shots. Does that also increase damage, or... I think Sinclair's S ending... Wait, did you mean Sinclair's ending or Sinclair's S ending? Okay. Anyway. More interesting than Atlas's because his faith is worse. You kind of don't want him to have that faith per se. Yeah. Atlas, like, Fontaine was a con man, but Sinclair's skeezy. Like, he's a shark. I'm going to take the drill fuel efficiency. There we go. He's using this a lot, methinks. Yeah. Office.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature.
Scott receives reserves from his own actions. Sinclair's more of a victim of his fate.
This place could have been something
yeah,
better.
That's true.
But instead, he turned it into a school. No, a cathedral. Dedicated to himself.
So welcome to Propaganda Central. What?
Sometimes the rosies spill all over everywhere. Can I come out to play again, Mr. B?
Hey, kiddo. Hit one. Oh.
Jam dandy.
You
That'll
see a
get you in the park.
metamorphosis,
But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The Little Sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
Ah,
I
hear
a
cracking
creak.
it open. She's a bit fish face now. Machine gun. 50 cal machine gun. Let's fucking rumble.
Listen up! Choppers! Get yourselves hid! No fuck-ups this time! Eddie's home! Again! Fire! Unbelievers!
That's it. Bum rush the guy with the drill for an arm. Man, even with the efficiency upgrade. Oh, it's a shoe shining station. We can look out over the bay. That's cool. It could be a real-time range, very good improvement. Yeah, that's... I remember that bending a lot of people's brains back in the day when this first came out, of just like, wait, what? A QuickTime event has improved the game? Right. The El Dorado Lounge.
I am Andrew Ryan.
Be sample.
Welcome
Get
to
more
Ryan
at the Hall of the
Amusements.
Future. Sports Boost. Okay.
Please enjoy the park.
Colorado Lounge. Actually, let's listen to the audio tours.
Ryan wakes one night while cruising the Atlantic in his steamliner, the Olympian. His sleep interrupted with a singular purpose. Here, he shouts to his crewmen as he wipes sleep from his eyes. Full stop. We begin building here.
how they say that and it makes it sound like, you know, it was some sort of prodigious
Refitted for
moment.
heavy construction, the Olympian returns with a new cargo, a state-of-the-art submersible platform, nicknamed the Sinker, ferries supplies and workers to the sea floor, fathoms below. After initial supplies have been brought to the seafloor,
It's interesting seeing like the creation myth of Rapture.
massive iron girders are sunk hundreds of feet into the rock and silt. Below the platform, engineers work to overcome obstacles such as diamond-hard rock, obstinate sea life, and unexpected peril.
There's an interesting bit in the like companion book that don't forget to visit the gift shop. In the companion book where they kind of explain how they did it, like how they made the city. They basically built all of the buildings and then just pumped all of the water out. So you don't have to worry about, you know, doing it as you go.
The kids in Miss Englert's third grade class, but boy, I had no idea what I was getting into. Volunteering to chaperone this New Year's sleepover party at Ryan Amusements. Donnie, get down
hear
off
the
that
kids
exhibit,
shouting
and
in the
I told
background.
you, spit out that gum. You'll choke. The kids' parents deserve a night off to enjoy New Year's, but I'm at my wit's end. Donnie, I told you.
Hey, who would have thought that the kids of entitled industrialists would be shitbags?
After the platform is secured, work progresses at an astounding rate. Designed to be the foundation of Rapture, workers toil around the clock to create the metropolis you see today.
I do
El Dorado
hope
Land.
eternity that
Oh,
use high.
hello. Another tonic already. We have no petrol. Gonna stick with the pistol for now.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm
okay.
trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Why does her voice sound familiar? I feel like I recognise that voice actor. Okay, that's just straight. Yeah, that's just more damage.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog-eat-dog. I wanted to see these dog-eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what?
Hey,
The dog-eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
Shocking that. It's almost as if underneath all the ideological posturing, we are still human. Didn't get a freebie, I guess. Okay. Where's Big
Now that
Boy?
Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down
Hey,
for good.
Chunky. Set up camp. Yup. Zap 'em. Oof. That was close.
Take a breath, son. You did it.
Get some
Now,
back.
just let her ride on your shoulders and
child.
she'll trust you like her own daddy.
What is this?
I'm always safe.
You belong to me now, child. Pop. So, this was one of the more contentious
There are corpses all
of the
over
game.
Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
I'll swear to ask her to lead you to an Adam-filled corpse.
See? Adam is
Wef.
here.
Who remembers the PlayStation Smash clone has a big Ah, yes. All Stars Royale. I remember. It also had Kratos, Sly Cooper, Drake from Uncharted, Raiden from Metal Gear Solid, not Snake for some reason. I can collect this ammunition. Oh, hello. Where have you been this whole time? Which way are we going, love? Ew. There we go. Okay.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splashers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
So we want to rig this place to blow. Back just in time for wrap up. Oh no, you're back just in time for the most exciting bit. So, this is probably the most contentious part of the game, is defending the little sisters to harvest Adam. This bit was not well thought of. Not well considered.
Just put her right down on that corpse.
Gearing up. Okay, you can hear there's a little bit of impatience in his voice. Those are about ankle height. Something to cry about. Okay. Begin. Do your work, kid. I will do my best.
That is
Yeah,
a
it was.
child of the
Yeah, it was
family.
Raiden, but for some reason
Not a toy for you to exploit and
Kratos.
discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's
I'm gonna
finished,
explosives
or
keep
they'll
explosives
never
away so
give
you
up the
can do your
hunt.
work. He ran through all of those, didn't care. Okay. Hey, you leave her. Fish-faced weirdo. Yeah, I do have the trap bullets, it's just that, they ran right through them and didn't really seem to care. Okay, kid. We out of here.
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet.
Huh.
Keep it up.
I'm the best daddy. How we doing for time? We've still got 5 more minutes, so we'll do the second half of the battle and then we'll wrap up.
Over there.
Why, hello there. My name is
Did you got to say?
Andrew Ryan. I built the city of Rapture.
I didn't beef them. It's just the enemies just ran through them without caring.
For us. But here, beneath the ocean, it is natural to wonder if the danger has passed. if those we left behind will ever come to their senses. So, let us imagine, you and I, what might befall us on the surface.
Oh, this is going to be a whole heap of fear-mongering, you just know it.
Smell the Adam, Daddy? Over there.
I should probably start saving up some fuel. Any clear way? Okay, I guess we'll just have to come back later. Journey to the surface. Propaganda love boat.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Whistleblower.
Ow.
You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out.
Oh, hi. You.
Kids, stay in your sleeping bag.
I'd like to
It's
report
gonna be
above.
fine.
I wonder... Actually, yeah, 1959, that's when it all started going to hell.
I have wits on my side. Drop that poor little girl.
Come on, Daddy. It's
I'm
cold.
gonna go this way for treasure. Hey, spicy ammunition. Oh, I've got heavy rivets. I don't
On
know
the
what difference
surface,
it
the
knows.
farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for
Oh,
all
I remember this now.
lands of his own.
Yeah, I remember
The
this now.
parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are the state. We are gone. We demand our share.
Something something taxation is theft. It's a ship bureau. This is the point where Ryan was becoming completely delusional. Dick. Okay, this might end up taking longer than I thought. So I think I'm just gonna backtrack and make a hard save, and then we will. Yeah, this will be fine. I will make a hard save here, and we will pick up on Thursday. One shouldn't pay their part for infrastructure, naturally. Well, Ryan believes that these roads don't need men paid to repair them. Well, in Ryan's ideology, that means that the guy that repairs the road owns the road. I don't know. Okay, so we are going to call it a day here, and we are going to pick up on Thursday. I'm probably going to go off and play more Pacific Drive, because holy crap, that game's really good. But for now, we are going to go and raid Vivica Dusk, because it is her birthday, and I want to go say hey. They're doing some community Mario Kart games last I saw, and art raffle, so if y'all do go in there, use !raffle if that's still alive, and who knows, you might get lucky. But until next time, thank you all for joining me onto this journey to the bottom of the ocean, and I'll see you... Mario Garrett. But I'll see you all on Thursday, where we're going to continue. Until then, thank you, good night, and much love.